محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم وفقنا لكل خير واجعلنا من أهل الخير واجعلنا من أهل الدعوة والخير وبارك لنا في أعمالنا وبارك لنا في أقوالنا وبارك لنا في أفعالنا واجعلنا من ورثة جنة النعيم. Ya Allah, may you forgive each and everyone present here. Amen. May you, Ya Allah, bless us all with good health, with rizq halal al-tayyiba, with iman and taqwa, and with husn al-khatima. Amen. Haji Johari, question?
Yeah, I have this few friends that always sitting in a row when I Salat Jumaat. Is there such thing as Qabliyah Jumaat? Because he never played.
Qabliyah Jumaat. There is nothing called Qabliyah Jumaat.
But normally we do the two sunnah prayer before the khutbah.
Yes.
Before the khutbah we do.
Yeah.
But
yes, but that's not the sunnah of the Prophet.
So
People stand up between the two adhans and pray 2 rak'ahs. It's okay, but do not believe it's part of the sunnah. Can I pray 2 rak'ahs? But just
pray.
Because I was tired sitting, I want to pray 2 rak'ahs. No problem.
Okay, but that's not sunnah. So
It's not sunnah, meaning we should not think that the Prophet ﷺ did it, because he didn't do it. But is it permissible, Sheikh, to pray without believing that it is sunnah? Yeah, no problem. If someone wants to pray 2 rak'ahs, better not. Once you pray your tahiyyat, unless you just walked in to the masjid. If you walked into the masjid between first adhan and the second adhan, what is it called? Tahiyyat masjid. No problem. But you are already sitting, mashallah, you came early, like most of our elderly, mashallah, they go early, they sit, and then between adhan and adhan, they feel like obliged. No.
Because it is very awkward for us, you know.
Yeah.
90% of the, always, I can say, 99% of the Jum'ah, pray.
I know.
If you sit down, don't know what to do.
It's okay.
Very awkward.
No, read Quran. Read Quran. Make dhikr. Make dua. Don't pray because they pray.
Yep, correct.
Don't pray because, otherwise you are praying for them.
For them. The niat already
Now,
wrong.
all of you, Sheikh Zoubir.
Yeah.
Leave brother Johari alone. All of you turn Sheikh Zoubir. Like there.
Allahu Akbar.
Me and my friend, this guy. Listen, like there. No, it's true. It's true, Haji Johari. You should not pray because people pray. Otherwise, actually, you are not praying to Allah. You are like, oh, what are they going to say about me? No. You pray because you are convinced, or you don't pray because you are convinced. Now, not praying is not a sin. If I don't pray, I'm not committing a sin, 2 rak'ahs sunnah, which they consider sunnah. But I will make dhikr. I will offer salawat on Rasulullah. How about that? Between adhan and adhan, I will salawat on Rasulullah because Jumu'ah, as much as I can. And that's more rewarding. But to get up and pray, thinking there is 2 rak'ahs between adhan and adhan is not sunnah. No. It's not. The Prophet didn't do it. Yes. Alright, good. Haji Johari's questions are always practical. Serious. He never asks, but if he asks, it's always about salat, zakat, sadaqah. He's teaching you without you knowing. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
He has another question. I better start before. Yalla everybody. Verse 17. Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah 2, verse 17. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا.
مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد
نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله.
نارا
يبصرون
ذهب الله بنورهم وتركهم في ظلمات لا يبصرون
صم بكم عمي فهم لا يرجعون
صم بكم عمي فهم لا يرجعون
أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات
أو كصيب من السماء
فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق
فيه ظلمات ورعد وبرق
يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم
يجعلون أصابعهم في
آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت
في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت
والله محيط بالكافرين
والله محيط بالكافرين
يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم
يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم
كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه
كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه
وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا
وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا
ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم
ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم
إن الله على كل شيء قدير
إن الله على كل شيء قدير
يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم
يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم
والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون
والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون
الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا
الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا
والسماء بناء
والسماء بناء
وأنزل من السماء ماء
وأنزل من السماء
ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم
فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم
فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون
فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون
وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا
وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا
فأتوا بسورة من مثله
فأتوا بسورة من مثله
وادعوا شهداءكم لكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين
وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين
فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار
فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا
النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة
فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة
أعدت للكافرين
أعدت للكافرين.
Excellent قراءة. Collective قراءة today. Wonderful. Very good. ما شاء الله. Okay. Last ayah of the Tafseer, last time, verse 16, he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that there are people who sell guidance. Allah gives them guidance, they sell it away, they reject it, and they rather follow misguidance. Pay attention. Allah gives you something very, very, very good, very clean, very healthy, very pure. For example, guidance, Islam. You refuse it under the pretext you are free. I'm free. I'm a free person. I have free choice, no problem. So when you choose the opposite. There are people like that. And they are the majority of the world. The hidayah comes to them. They are born in a Muslim family. Father Muslim, mother Muslim. Something happens to them of their choice. Because they think they're too smart, they go study overseas or whatever. Sometimes they don't have even to go overseas, just stay here. And they choose not to be Muslims. Na'udhu billah, these people, Allah says, look at it, verse 16, that's the last ayah we did last time. These are they who have purchased error for guidance. They sold error, they bought error and they sold guidance. It's like the murtad. Muslim becomes murtad. You tell him, brother, what did you do? Oh, I became Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever, atheist, I don't believe in any God. I'm free thinker, fine. What did you do just now? Look at it. You rejected Islam. Islam is what? Huda, guidance. When you rejected Huda and brought misguidance, dalala, Allah said, فَمَا رَبِحَتْ تِجَارَتُهُمْ. That commerce is profitless. Because you're going to live only for a few years. Look at us. 950 years of da'wah only. Prophet Nuh, alayhi salam. So he lived more than 1,000 years. 950, only da'wah. He didn't start da'wah when he was baby. He has to grow a little bit. Maybe in his 50s, he became prophet. When the angel of death came to him and asked him, how is your experience, O Nuh, before he died? Just a few minutes before he died. He asked him, how is your experience in life? How long you live? He said, like, see this house? He opened the door, he walked in, he got out. That was his feeling for 1,000 years. So your feeling and my feeling when death comes. Just yesterday we were kids, playing on the streets, I don't know what. Now we have our children. Some of you have their grandchildren. Some of you have their great-grandchildren. But ask that person, uncle, how do you feel? Say, I don't know. My life passed. That's a reminder to the youth before they reach that reality. وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ. And they lost the hidayah and they were not guided. And what's the key to enter Jannah? Kids, your degrees, PhD, Masters, money, CIMB, Visa card, Mastercard. Mastercard will make you enter Jannah. What's the only thing Allah wants you to have when you enter Jannah? What is it? Guidance. Hidayah. That's why we every day insist on Allah. Ihdina as-sirata. We insist 17 times at least. This is if you pray only 5 daily prayers. Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha. If you pray no Sunnah, 17 times you are telling Allah, please keep me on the straight line. Because deep inside, we know, without Hidayah, forget paradise. Rich or poor, male or female, Arab or non-Arab, Allah wants Hidayah. All of you should have one thing in common, which is, you accepted my guidance. So this is, Surah Al-Baqarah is all about the Hidayah. That's why the first ayahs, Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. In the middle of Surah Al-Baqarah about Ramadan, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس. Again, always Huda, Hidayah. So Surah Al-Baqarah is all about guidance. May Allah keep us guided. Ameen. Now children, when Allah gave you Islam, He gave you guidance. He already gave it to you. Now your job to not lose it. He gave you a gift, don't lose it. Keep it with you until you die. Because if you lose it, it's your responsibility. I already gave you something. It's your responsibility to keep it and preserve it. Khalas, that's what we say. Now, the examples of those who, when Islam came to them, they refused. Whether they were born Muslims and they refused, or someone came to them as friend and invited them to Islam and they never took it seriously. What is their parable? What is their likeness in Islam? Look at 17. Yallah, the first ayah today from Sister Nori.
Their example is that of one who kindled a fire, but when it illuminated what was around him, Allah took away their light and left them in darkness, so they could not see.
Imagine, brothers, this example of actually lightning. But before we talk about lightning, since Alhamdulillah today we have technology, imagine a person builds a nice house and he brings electricians and they make nice light. And then he tries it. Oh, looks good. But somebody from Tenaga Nacional cuts off the electric supply. Do you have light?
No.
You have the electricians did good job. You even tried it. And it was working. So it means if Allah knows you are going to desert Him, He will cut off the supply of the nur. There is no nur in your life. You're on your own now. Go live. Go see if you're going to be happy. That's why people with a lot of money unhappy. Drugs, they commit suicide. They do terrible things because Allah left them. Allah is no more in their life. And a poor man, poor family, very happy, loving, caring, they care, they share. They see you sad, they say, what's wrong? Allah is in control. Why are you sad? Cheer up. Because Allah is present in their lives. He didn't deserve that. So Allah is saying their likeness, the likeness of those who trade guidance for misguidance, is as the likeness of one who kindled the fire. Imagine you make fire, you go bring wood, and you make a nice bonfire. And when there is light in your dark place, wherever you are camping, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala somehow sends a wind or rain or anything and destroys your light. And then you're like, oh man, oh yes. Oh man, because you never thanked Allah for the hidayah He gave you. You thought on your own you are strong. I don't need God. I can go get wood and make fire. Wallahi al-Azim, everything goes by the will of Allah. Even that air that enters your lungs, it is Allah. I'm talking now. I'm not thinking about breathing. I'm not talking about breathing. I don't know how many tons flying in the sky. Do you think those two engines are holding it? You're forgetting who. Okay, if those two engines are holding this, so who's holding the bird? Do birds have Rolls-Royce engines? No, the bird. And some birds fly, some birds don't fly. So it's not wings. Some birds have wings, but they cannot fly. Like chicken. When you eat chicken wings, what do you call that? Your favorite? Entry. They call it the entry. What do you call that? Appetizer. I'm just humming. Many birds have wings, but they don't fly. So it's not the wings that make a bird fly. And there are birds that fly 15 days without stopping. Do you know that? One of the miracles of Allah. Some birds, they migrate all the way from Alaska. When the winter comes, they fly all the way to New Zealand without stop. How do they make it? Subhanallah, they study them. Half of the brain sleeps during the night, the other one keeps going. So bring me the greatest company of navigation that can make a navigation system like this. They're flying and they feed from their fat. They don't stop, 15 days. And they follow, subhanallah, pathway that Allah created for them in the sky, which is like currents. Like there are currents in the sea, there are currents in the sky too. And they fly. And sometimes planes hit them and they hit planes. And they're up, very high. Who taught them all that? So they go up and then they cruise. 15 days. Sleeping, half of the brain sleeps, while the other half is sleeping. And then when the other one wants to rest, the other one. So who taught them all that? So just to remind you that it is Allah who is in control. Nobody else. With the birds, with the so many things. So Allah says, Allah will take away their light and leave them in darkness, so they cannot see. They cannot see. It's not seeing with this, I can see you. No, they cannot see the truth. And then now calling, they dead, the heart dead. Jumu'ah, they don't go. Eid, they don't wake up for Salat. They don't care. Hajj is coming, they have the money. No, they rather go to their favorite destination,
London,
and have Christmas. Christmas is haram. Well, let me tell you now, since I remember. Because some of celebrating Christmas is shirk. Jews now. We are Muslims, right? You accepted Islam, so don't sell that misguidance. Don't get misguidance, which is Christmas, and sell Islam. Allah says for us, the Muslims, this don't follow the Christians and the Jews. You know how dangerous to celebrate Christmas, even with a gift. Even if you give a gift to someone, or accept a gift. Children, some people will give you gifts. Listen to this. They will try. Say no. When they say why, say this. I don't believe Jesus is the Son of Allah. Christmas is all about what? Christmas. Christmas is what?
birth of Christ.
Very good. Celebrating the birth of Jesus. What do Christians say?
He's the Son of God.
What do they say?
He's the Son of God.
They say Son of Allah. They say that. Is Allah the Father of Jesus?
No.
Na'udhu. Then you are accepting. If I accept a gift from you during the Christmas, it means I have accepted that Allah has a son. Na'udhu billah. Is this clear? This is very dangerous. Second, who told the Europeans that Jesus was born in December? Jesus was born in summer. How do we know? We know. We are Jesus looks like who? Like Sheikh Zoubir. Do you see Sheikh Zoubir? Yeah, that's how. In Europe, Jesus is white, blue eyes and blonde hair. Go to Philippines, he looks Filipino. Wallahi is true. In African church, Eritrea, Ethiopia, he's black on the cross. So I tell them, who is Jesus for you? You don't even agree. How many Jesus you have? Jesus, peace be upon him, here is the evidence that he was born in summer, not even in December. Summer, June, July. The Arabs, Allah says that the dates are ready only in summer, late summer, not even summer. In the northern hemisphere, Palestine is in the northern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, the summer is June, July, August. June, July, August. Peak of summer is August. When his mother was about to deliver him, peace be upon her, Maryam alayhi salam, what did the angel, Allah told her what? Go towards east, walk east, and shake the which tree? Palm tree, date tree. Then the rutab will fall on you, the date. So it means, now this is an indirect way of telling you which season. So how come they say December? Just use your minds, then you know it is all lies. So it's not even true it's December. Second, even if it's December or January or February or whatever, we are against it because Rasulullah said, do not do what the Christians and Jews do, especially their celebrations. Because celebrations are religious by nature. People get together and celebrate something. So children, it's serious, either you are Muslim or not. Small act like this can make you, na'udhu billah, like verse 16. Those who have sold the hidayah for non-hidayah. Do not celebrate Christmas. Do not accept gifts. Do not give any gift. Don't say Merry Christmas. Don't say nothing. Sheikh, but no buts. You want Jannah? That's the road. When you tell me, Sheikh, how can I go to this shop? And I tell you, go this way. You say, but. It's your problem. You want to get there, not me. But it's a little bit, what do you want? You want to be like them? Yallah, go ahead.
Sheikh, you got this
Christmas.
Some of my friends, non-Muslim Christians,
Yeah.
your parents passed away. Then we say a message, R.I.P.
What is RIP?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay, or I think
I thought rip you off.
That is impossible.
Takbir. RIP.
so
Yes, it is. Very good. Never say to anyone, rest in peace, among the kuffar. You say, I'm sorry for your loss. I am sorry for your loss. And truly, Muslims are sorry because that man is going to hell. Yeah, I'm sorry that we did not convince him or we didn't do enough da'wah for him. Yes, yes. But Rasulullah taught us, if there is janazah, you stand up. Even Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist. Why? Because it's a soul. But don't say rest in peace, because the Prophet said, no non-Muslim will rest in peace after death. So you cannot contradict the Prophet ﷺ. You cannot. Serious. Muslim, may Allah make him rest in peace. If a Muslim died, yes, we say may Allah make him rest in peace. But if someone didn't, sorry. Brothers and sisters, you are fighting for small things in life. You are ready to destroy many things for small things. These are big things for Allah. I'm ready to cut off many relationships with someone who made me upset. Later on when you go see, what did he make you upset for? Small thing. Why not have the guts to cut off many people if they contradict Allah and His Messenger? And Allah will appreciate. Wallahi al-Azim, He will. He will always appreciate when you stand for Him. Yeah. So, sorry, Christians and these people celebrate. We don't celebrate. We're Muslims. Clear? But Sheikh, they also tell us Slamat Hariraya. Did I ask them to tell me Slamat Hariraya? I didn't. If my neighbor passes and doesn't say Slamat Hariraya, I'm not offended at all. No, he told me Slamat Hariraya, so I have to tell him Gong Si Fa Chai. Wing Chong Chang Chen. Chong Wei. Di Chong Wei. That bad, my sister.
So if we have a Christian friend whose parent passed away, is it okay for us to go to the church and send our condolences to the...
If too close, yes. Islamically, if someone is very close to you and he died or family or somebody close to him, you are allowed to go to the church. If the only place of giving condolences is the church. But if you can go to their home, better. And say, I'm sorry for your loss. But don't say Allah yarham, God is so, what are you doing? God is so merciful. Don't worry, he will burn him only for 200 years. You're not helping. Okay? This is very important. Can I go to the church and say yes, but with these following conditions. You don't wear special clothes, especially black. You don't wear black. You go the way you were wearing. Unless you wanted to refresh yourself before and change your clothes, fine. But not, oh, I wear black because the occasion is death. No. And you say, my condolences to you, and you leave. You don't stay, you don't go near a church, a cross, no, don't go. Yeah.
What is is it correct, proper for a Muslim to go for a Christian wedding in a church? Wedding.
Yeah, excellent question. This is happening a lot. No, it is not. Because it is not, what you call? It's not a darura. It's not something that, if you don't go, fine. You send your gift later on to that person and that's it. Because they're going to mention in the name of God, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And it's a form of condoning. You are condoning it. You are accepting it. Being there.
Or you can go for the wedding reception. Not
Yes. Reception, even reception, be careful. If they put you sit near a woman not wearing properly, you think sister is happy? She's just watching you. Like man. And suddenly, mashallah, you start doing da'wah. Da'wah.
I thought you said that Chinese New Year is okay to wish because it's not a religious.
No, they say it is. It is shirk.
Actually, it is.
It is religious. Yeah, good question.
Historically.
It is religious. Look, everything springs out from religion. Please understand this. Secularism is a religion. Even when secular people say, I have no religion, it is a religion. Look, anything other than Islam is a religion. Call it communism, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism. No-ism. No-ism is shaitanism. Everything is coming from shaitan. Serious. Yeah, they say it is not, no, it is. That's why they name every year the name of an animal. It's coming from their religion. The year of the goat, the year of the dragon, the year of the mouse, the year of Tom, the year of Jerry.
Jerry.
Some of you slow to understand. As usual. No surprise. But it's serious. Sister, they do. It is religious deep inside, although they don't show it. Smart. The Chinese are like the Jews. The Chinese are the Jews of Asia. They know how to package things. They can subtle until they up. Be careful of them. Number 18. Sister Rosie, go ahead. Sorry. He takes their light and he leaves them without. Khalas, the light that was in the camp, gone. The light that was in your house, now you're dark. You're trying to look for anything for light. Because Allah took His light. When Allah gave you the hidayah, you should have taken it. Since you have rejected, He will not give it to you again. Remember that. Yes. Now, next ayah.
Deaf, dumb, and blind, so they will not return to the right path.
Allahu Akbar. Allah described the people who reject Islam as deaf, dumb, and blind. Imagine, sisters, brothers, na'udhu billah, we lose only one faculty. What faculty? Just listening, hearing. If we lose it, do you know how painful it is? You cannot hear. You say, what's wrong with me? I don't hear. What's going on? Yes, you hear me? You hear me? I'm speaking. Yeah, you don't hear anymore. You took that for granted. So Allah will remove that. Then He will remove the ability to speak and communicate. Then He removes vision. Imagine a person who doesn't hear, he doesn't speak, doesn't see. Imagine that. That is the kafir. That is the person who rejected the truth. Allah gave you the truth, you rejected it. So you think, no, Sheikh, I know you hear voices, but you don't hear the truth. There is another world right there. You don't hear it. You hear only parties. You don't hear adhan and salat and classes like this. You don't hear. You hear only party, makan, golf. You don't hear, mashallah, there is youth activity, there is halaqa like this. Okay? فَهُمْ لَا يَرْجِعُونَ. They will never come back to the true path. They will not come back to the true path. Somebody is coming?
Yes.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, we need a bigger house. Takbir. Inshallah, inshallah. May Allah increase.
Okay.
May Allah increase us in quality, not only in numbers.
Ameen.
Takbir. MashaAllah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Wa alaikum assalam. No problem.
See him.
Ahlan. Welcome.
Sorry.
Next time we do a story and video there. Like masjid.
Yes.
Huh? Project Haji Johari sit near me.
My house can, because my house is central sound system.
Like there. Alamak. Ada sound system? Who did that? Who did that? Karaoke.
No.
Now we Islamize the karaoke.
It's for event.
That big. Yeah, no, for event. Okay, no problem. No. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so next time, takbir. We have even babies, mashallah. Haji, we'll talk later.
We're in his house.
Takbir. This is class of Brother Emery. He decides. This is Emirates and his wife. They decide. If they allow, fine. If they don't allow, it's still fine. Takbir. Okay, 19. 19, Brother Emery. So do you see how the people who reject faith, how did Allah describe them? Now imagine person cannot hear. You talk to him, he doesn't talk back. And then you tell him, sir, can you see my finger? He says no. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay.
Or it is like a rainstorm from the sky, within which is darkness, thunder and lightning. They put their fingers in their ears against the thunderclaps in dread of death. But Allah is encompassing of the disbelievers.
Or there is another example Allah says, He gives for those who reject the faith. They are like the rainstorm from the sky. You see the rainstorm coming, it becomes very dark, thunder, lightning. Then what happens? That lightning takes away their sight. Do you know, it's the mercy of Allah that we close our eyes when there is lightning? Otherwise we will never see again. Lightning. Sheikh, I saw, yeah, but actually in split of less than a second, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala somehow closed your eyes. Do you know when we sneeze, why we say Alhamdulillah? The heart stopped. When we sneeze, achoo, we say Alhamdulillah. Why, you think? The heart stops. Then Allah releases it. If Allah leaves it stopped, khalas, heart attack. That's why when a person is sneezing so much, watch him or her. Their heart is about to stop. Sneezing so much. That's why after 3, Rasulullah said, when a person sneezes more than 2 times, the 3rd time you tell him, Shafak Allah. Achoo! What do you say?
Alhamdulillah.
What do you tell me? I say, Alhamdulillah. What do you say? Very good. Achim, Alhamdulillah. Achim, Alhamdulillah. Shafakallah. Now, Yarhamukallah, Yarhamukallah. May Allah have mercy on you, may Allah have mercy on you. Two are mercy. The third, Shafakallah, you're sick. May Allah give you shifa. It could be allergy, it could be flu, it could be something. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So Allah says, or like a rainstorm from the sky, wherein in darkness, thunder and lightning, they thrust their fingers in their ears because they know it's coming. It's coming, this lightning. Here in Malaysia, mashallah. In Malaysia, you understand this ayah. This ayah, Muslims understand it in Southeast Asia, or where there is thunder, like Africa, in the land, equator. The thunder is so huge. I never heard thunders like here in Malaysia in my life. Even America doesn't have thunders like here. I mean, where I was, Texas, used to. I know in other places also. Brothers and sisters, the reaction is this, especially for the Arabs, because they don't know thunders a lot. So Allah is like revealing the Quran to touch them. Do you hear thunder from time to time? It's so loud that they do this. They tackle because it's coming. And then the lightning. That is the life of a person who rejects faith. He's always taqwa. He's always good. But a person who accepts Islam, everything is in the hands of Allah. Why should I worry? My life, my death, my risk. Some of you think, if I don't have a job, I'm not going to eat. You're wrong. You will always eat, whether you have a job or not. Because Allah has taken care of you. Your risk is written. It's not the job that brings you risk. It's not the job. If the job brings risk, do animals have jobs? The lion works as what? Director of a bank? Every morning, lioness, see you afternoon, I'm going to work. This risk is written. The bird, the flies, everything, the fish, every creation of Allah will eat and get rest as long as it is Allah. But if you want to be billionaire, that's your interpretation of what is risk. Risk could be a very good wife. Wife with you, always with you. Sabar with you, no matter what you do. That's a big risk. The risk could be a very good husband. The risk could be, mashallah, a good brother, caring sister. Risk could be a good sheikh that Allah brings your way. No, serious, it's a risk. Allah brings us to each other, it's arzaq. Good friends, good students who care about you. Coffee, early morning. Don't say, well, what type of risk is that? That's risk. You take it or not, it's up to you. Stop thinking risk is only money and jewelry and property. Peace of mind, isn't it risk?
Yes.
Health. You are healthy. You wake up in the morning, no problem with you, alhamdulillah. Isn't that risk?
Yes.
So, stop, brothers and sisters, just money. Money is not all the risk. Okay. So, Hadar al-Maut, they are afraid to die. When they do that, it's like, oh my God, is this lightning going to fall on me? Do you know if lightning falls on the place, you know what will happen to it? Have you seen a man on fire? I've seen a man on fire when lightning hit him. He is burned. And he is, ashhadu an la ilaha. Alhamdulillah, at least he remembered Allah. Because cameraman, they were like, the biggest danger you do is when you raise something of iron when there is thunder. And when there is thunder, I tell you now, you, the youth who think they are super athletes, when you hear the rain coming, stop the game. Go inside. When we were in UAE in the 1990, this brother from Fiji, Muslim from Fiji, got burned because he was playing rugby. You know, Fijians, they like rugby. He was burned. Lightning in UIA of UM Foundation. has they rented to UIA Foundation. They were playing there, and now it's part of UN. He forgot. They were still playing, the youth. Rain, we stuff, we this. And don't carry something that has even umbrella. Your umbrella has to have plastic. Because that caused that. So this man, cameraman, they were filming the rain in Saudi Arabia. The lightning came. Now be careful. So they're afraid of death. Why? Because they know they are going back to Allah without hidayah. Wallahu muhitun bil kafirin. Remember this, sisters and brothers? And Allah ever encompasses the disbelievers. Allah is always around them. Don't worry. They are all under His control. Allah besieges the Quran kafir. This ayah gives me so much hope today. Trump, Putin, Macron of France, Johnson, Baby Johnson of England. No, they don't. They defend
Boris
him.
Johnson.
Boris, I just tricked you. You see? Allah is surrounding them, don't worry. They are all in His catch. Whatever He wants to do to them, He will. It's just you don't understand that. So always keep this ayah. No matter how tough are the kuffar around you, and they may surround you. You are in one house and they surround you. Actually, Allah is surrounding them. I never forget this kid, Palestinian kid, who, the Israelis came with their planes and started bombing Gaza. He said, Ya Allah, the Israelis are on top of us, but you are on top of them. Ya Allah. The dua he made, small kid. Small kid has the mind of, because they grew up in jihad, and he grew up in poison us. Poison them, not poison us. Takbir.
Allah.
Alright. Next ayah. Haji Johari. Takbir.
Allah.
19,
20.
20.
English.
Can also. You want to read Arabic? You want to show us you know how to read? Takbir.
Lightning almost smashed their sight whenever it flashed for them. They walked them in, and when darkness covered them, they stand still, and if Allah will to have taken away their hearing, and the sight, certainly Allah has a power over all.
Very good. Very good. يَكَادُ الْبَرْقُ يَخْطَفُ أَبْصَارَهُمْ. The lightning almost snatches away their sight. This is something people didn't know. That actually you may lose your sight in the lightning, during the lightning. So you be careful when it is raining. So people try to check and this and that. Also when there is darhana. When there is darhana, you are not supposed to look, actually. But we go and check, let's see. Oh, the sun, the moon came in between. Ya Allah, what you're doing? You're about to lose. That's why they put some scientists, they know they put sunglasses very thick. Because in that moment, you may lose your vision forever. So Allah is saying, look, these people are between, close to losing not just hidayah, but even their sight. Whenever it flashes, meaning lightning for them, they walk therein. They walk because there is some light. So they are in darkness. Whenever the lightning comes, they can see a little their path. Imagine, brothers and sisters, dark night and rainy night. You almost see nothing. Children, you never saw this because maybe you never were out of town. Go to jungle, camp, it's already dark, there is no flashlight, there is nothing, and then the Hujan Nubat comes. You see nothing. Because already dark, and then the rain. So you need any lightning to come to show you the way. Yet that lightning is dangerous for your health. Meaning you are not really enjoying life because you rejected the faith. And when darkness covers them, they stand still. Meaning, I walk only if there is light. If there is no light, I stop. There is light, I walk. There is no light, I stop. Some Muslims are like this. Some Muslims are like this. When Allah gives them class like this, you can see them vibrant. There is nur. They're happy. There is class. There is meaning for life. When they give up the class, go see them. They're stagnant, unhappy, problem, this and that. Then they start the class, life comes back again. Then they go away from classes, then again problems come back. Simply because you're rejecting the ilm, and the ilm is hidayah. Up to you. Now you know why every Jumu'ah there is khutbah? You know why? Because Allah knows. It's like our lightning every week to make some light for you. Otherwise, na'udhu most of us will turn different creatures, not Muslims anymore. And if Allah willed, He could have taken away their hearing and their sight. If Allah wills. And in the morning you cannot hear anymore. You go sleep, you wake up, no hearing, no speech. It happened. Brother, stroke. People are sleeping, and then when they wake up, half of the body cannot speak anymore. Now gone. You know stroke, right?
Yes.
Angin merah. Rasulullah SAW asked Allah to save him and his ummah from angin merah. Ahmar. You call it Ahmar? Yes. MashaAllah. You tell Arabs, Allahu Akbar. Then that's my translation. Angin Ahmar. Ahmar merah, red. The red wind. So I'm more Malay than you? I speak Malay, say Ahmar. Ahmar is red in Arabic. Yeah. No, serious. It's from shaitan. It's because somebody was angry, couldn't let go. Couldn't speak, couldn't let go. That's why never try not to sleep angry. Try not to sleep angry. Yeah. Forgive and forget. Otherwise, sleep angry. Husband sleeps angry. Wife sleeps angry. Half stroke here, half stroke here. And both of them like this, then we put them together. That is this. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun
Rasulullah.
Good boys. The boys are so good today. The boys. But they started itching. Look at them. What? Apa itu? Apa masalah? Good. I check on you. Halas, is this clear inshallah, the ayah? So Allah is giving us parable after parable. That these kuffar, or these people who rejected faith, they sold the hidayah. Allah gave them Rasulullah SAW, gave them Islam, like you and me, but I don't want to be so-called practicing Muslim. I want to practice whenever I want. Okay, good. Next ayah, another sister. Sister Ida, go ahead. Very good. All mankind. Look, here Allah calls Ya ayyuhan nas. Not just Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu. All mankind, Muslims and non-Muslims, worship your Lord. Meaning those who are Muslims, keep worshipping your Lord. Those who are not Muslims, join Islam. O mankind, worship your Lord, Allah, Rabbakum. Whether you are Muslim or not, your Lord is Allah. That's fact. Whether you admit or not, that's fact. It's like your father is your father, whether you like it or not. That's fact. Whether you say, oh, that's my dad, you know, or you say, that's your father. You cannot run away from that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only creator. whether non-Muslims agree and say he is our God or not. That doesn't change the fact that he is the Lord. Who created you? See, the real Lord creates. That's why there is only one God, one Lord. Because he created everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And those who were before you, he created your parents, your grandparents, your generations that were before you, so that you may become. Why Allah wants you to worship? Because of, very good, you said it, repeat. Righteous. Many people say, Sheikh, I want to become righteous. Saya mahu become orang bertakwa. Okay, come with me to the masjid. You think I was born like this? No one was born Adam. No one was born an Asadeh. You become an Asadeh. You become a good wife. You become a good husband. It's a journey. You are born with a PhD? You were born CEO of a company? You were born, I don't know what? SPM, with SPM at least? You have to study to get to SPM, even SPM exam. And some of you get A+, some of you average. They pass with average. You cannot become muttaqi just like that. Ya Allah, make me muttaqi. Ya Allah, make me... It's not. You have to start fasting, start giving sadaqah, start attending classes like this. Oh, I see. I thought I would just ask Allah to make me orang saleh. No. Dua followed by action. Not just dua and sit there. Ya Allah, I want to become like Khadija radiyallahu anha. You think you sleep in the morning, you become like Khadija? May Allah be pleased with her. It's not going to work. You have to work very hard on it. The Sahaba, in order to become who they were, they even did jihad, fi sabilillah. Yeah, with the sword. Do you know what does it mean? At least bullet you don't know when it's coming. The sword, when it's coming, you see it coming to your head. They were braver than us. At least bomb. They're going to bomb me, maybe I die. Khalas, gone. No, they're going to cut you with a sword. And you meet somebody bigger than you, stronger than you. Huge. Like a lion coming, that man. Look at him. He's coming with his sword 2 meters. While your sword is less than 80 centimeters. You still fight him and win, inshallah. Or die shahid. So I want my sisters to understand, and brothers, that you cannot become a good person just by dua only. That's why in Islam we have dua and amal. We do dua to Allah and we go act. Bismillah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah. I'm leaving to work. Bismillah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. If you say this dua, your day is all blessed. Remember this. Even sisters who don't go out, you get up. Bismillah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Your day is blessed, full of blessings. So I'm going, but I'm going where? To work, to the market, to buy and sell, to whatever. It's very important. A lot of people think, oh, I've been asking Allah to make me orang salih, but you don't try. The masjid is near you. Why don't you go there? There is dars between Maghrib and Isha in your locality. Why don't you sit with people? There is an ustaz giving lectures every week. Why don't you go and join? Then there is orphanage. Go volunteer. You have old clothes, collect them and send them to the poor who are in need. Remember that. So all mankind, worship your Lord who created you and created those before you so that you attain taqwa. Now you know why we fast? يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Oh, fasting will lead me to taqwa. That's why Allah wants me to fast. Yes. And taqwa is the key to Jannah. When you are muttaqi, you enter Jannah. Zakat, خذ من أموالهم صدقة تطهرهم وتزكيهم بها. Take from their money, O Muhammad, the zakat, so that it makes them better. It makes them better orang. You need taqwa. Hajj. الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. Hajj are few months known. meaning Dhul Qi'dah and Dhul Hijjah, meaning preparation. Those days they used to travel in Dhul Qi'dah to arrive to Dhul Hijjah. Today, mashallah, you fly, you are there. Arafah. Few days so that you do what? Taqwa. Salat, taqwa. Zakat, taqwa. Sawm, taqwa. Hajj, taqwa. So it hits. The end result is taqwa. So Allah says, worship me by all forms of worship so that I grant you taqwa. Now you know, children, why we pray a lot? When your father and mother say, go pray sunnah, they are not making your life difficult. They are actually telling you, go get some taqwa. The more you pray, the better. Part of the ibadah to get taqwa is ilmu, seeking knowledge, like this class. Otherwise, how do we know? If it was not this class, we wouldn't know these ayahs. We meet, makan, minum, and go. Socialize and go. Good. Brother Izzuddin.
He who made for you the earth a bed spread out and the sky a ceiling, and sent down from the sky rain, and brought forth thereby fruits as provision for you. So do not attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala equals while you know that there is nothing similar to him.
Now he even justified for us why we worship him. He said, worship me because I created you. I'm your Lord, and I created you and your parents and your forefathers so that you get taqwa. One more reason why we worship Allah, because it is Him who made the earth livable for us. Firashan means actually not only stretched, but the earth. Imagine we were in the moon. Is there any life on the moon?
No.
Imagine Allah created us inside the sun. What life is that? There is no life. So Allah made earth livable. Never forget this. And it's our duty to protect it. Children, any littering you throw, even adults, any littering, it's killing of the earth. Do not litter. It's haram to litter. It's haram. Surah Al-Rum, Allah mentions, ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Every plastic you throw is a sin. You have to dispose it properly. You drink some water, you're so thirsty, plastic, don't throw it out of the car or put it in the right place. But share it, keep it in your car until you reach proper place and dispose it properly. Because other animals now are dying, and if other animals are dying, do you know what happens? The ecosystem will no more be a system, and then we pay the price. Most of the attacks of shark on beaches is because overfishing. The humans go and overfish certain fish, so the shark is hungry, must look for food. He comes and finds you swimming there. Good for you. But sure, it wasn't me. Your brother did that. Your neighbor. I don't care. Greed. Humans are greedy. How many trees we have to cut? You know how long that tree is there to grow? Years before your father was born. You and your father both alive still. That tree was just a baby tree. You come and cut it just like that. Big problems, big problems. Okay, so Allah says, He who made the earth of resting place for you, meaning firashan and dwelling and mashallah, livable, and the sky as a canopy. That's true. The sky doesn't fall on us. Yet, Allah doesn't get it, sisters and brothers, with pillars. Look, have you ever seen a few pillars somewhere? Maybe in Alaska there is pillar. Let's go there and check. Maybe in Chile, south of Chile. Not Chile, Chile.
Chile.
Malaysians, you say Chile, they remember Makan. Takbir. Argentina, maybe in South America, South Africa, no. So who's holding it as canopy? Meaning, actually, indirectly, I'm holding this on you. If I let go, indirectly behave. Otherwise, it falls on you. And that's what will happen Yawm al-Qiyamah. The sky will crack and fall on earth. People think the sky will crack. Allahu Akbar. Oh, what is waiting for those people last minute. May Allah take us before Yawm al-Qiyamah comes. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Okay. Then he said, and send down water, rain, from the sky. Wallahi al-Azim, without Allah's rain, sisters and brothers, you don't know how important water is, because every day you see it. Go live in the desert, go live in a country, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, desert of Algeria, go live there. And if they see you throwing water, maybe first time they say, brother, sister, what are you doing? They remind me. Second time they don't tell you. Because not even the craziest man in the desert does that. They know the importance and the value of water. Serious. And you are wasting, like you take wudu the way Malaysians take wudu. Shh. He already opened, then he removed his. Why don't you remove your hands and then open slowly? No. Shh. And then, ooh, look at my feet. And then he may call, tak apalah, saya di masjid. He's telling his wife he's in the masjid. He's not somewhere else. Takbir. And the proof, listen to water. As if I cannot do that somewhere else. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. I can put cell phone. Allahu Akbar. Yeah. No. So the rain is a ni'mah. We should not waste. We should never waste water. Shower also. The moment you are putting soap, you're supposed to turn off the water while the water is still running. When you finish your body with soap, turn on the water again. Things like that. No, we have water here. No, even if water was free, that comes to your house free, and it should be free. You should not waste. فَأَخْرَجَ بِهِ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ رِزْقًا لَكُمْ. Not only he sent the rain from the sky, but he brought, because of that water that comes from the sky, because it's pure, he brings fruits, all kind of fruits, all kind of vegetables, all kind of provision for you. Then, do not set up rivals to Allah. If Allah is the only one who does this, why are you worshipping somebody else? Why are you worshipping somebody else? If only Allah, who made the earth livable for you, who made the sky canopy, protection for you, and send the rain and give you provision. If only Allah does this, why are you worshipping somebody else? By the way, all the kuffar agree on this. All mushrik people agree that only Allah does this. Yet you see them worshipping statue, a stone, an idol, Buddha, a cow, cross. Na'udhu billah. Then Allah said, do not set up rivals to Allah, meaning partners, while you know there is no partner, but there is no other God but Allah. No one beside Allah. فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Andadan, sisters and brothers, equals. Do you know if you love someone equally like you love Allah, is shirk? Shirk. Allah will not accept. You must love Allah more than your parents, more than your wife, more than your husband, more than your best friend. You must love Allah first. Because it is to Allah your return, not to anyone. Remember this. And it is Allah who gave you that father. It is Allah who gave you that mother. It is Allah who gave you that son. It is Allah who gave you that spouse. So andad, we will come to the word andad. Remember this. Andad actually rivals or somebody equal. If you make anyone equal to Allah, even in love and fear, you love Allah and you love somebody else equally. That's shirk. You fear Allah and you fear somebody equally. Shirk. Let alone if you don't fear Allah, that's why you sin. But if police, oh, I have to go. So you fear police more than Allah. That is shirk. We'll talk about other forms of shirk, inshallah, when we come to those ayahs. Those ayahs are coming. 23, Brother Sali.
And if you are in doubt about what we have sent down upon our servant Muhammad,
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam,
then produce a surah, the like thereof, and call upon your witnesses other than Allah, if you should be truthful.
Very good. And if you, Arab pagans, Christians, anyone who is not a Muslim, if you are in doubt about what we revealed, meaning the Quran, if you have any doubt about this book that we revealed to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, no problem. Let's do challenge. I'm so sure of myself, I want to challenge you. Let's say I want to challenge somebody about an issue of faith. Sheikh Zoubir will say, I'm ready to debate anyone on this subject, let's say Siyam in Islam. And let's see, maybe someone will say, okay, I will take the challenge, we come debate in front of people. Fine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you or a kafir, Arabs and non-Arabs, if you are in doubt that this Quran is really not from God, revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no problem. Bring one surah. Only one. Like it. Because they were saying, this is not from God, this is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Arabs were giving hard time to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who were not Muslims, the pagan Arabs. They were telling him, what you are saying, we can bring. It's just poetry. Allah said, okay, fine. There are 114 surahs in the Quran. Bring only one. Only one. If you can make one like it, we are ready to let go. They cannot. One surah. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Short surah. They cannot. You know, it's impossible. I'm an Arab. I know this ayah very well. Poets can say poetry, but they cannot come up with وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. They cannot. And here is the evidence that Quran is from Allah. Why a 7-year-old non-Arab kid or girl can memorize the whole Quran? It's not the language. They are Afghan, they are Pakistanis, they are Malaysians, they are Africans, they are Europeans, but the whole Quran in their heart. 7, 6, 8, 10 years old. It's not the language. And they don't speak Arabic at home. What does that mean? The Pope himself doesn't know even 2 chapters of the Bible by heart. By heart. Tell him, okay, Pope Francis, can you recite for us just the first 2 surahs of your Bible? He may and then forget. But tell Sheikh, blind. He never saw the Quran. This child is blind. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Al-Baqarah, Al-Imran, Al-Nisa. By heart. Blind. He never saw the Quran. Born blind and will die blind. So who made the Quran in his heart? Miracle. It's Allah. Got it? Yes. You. I see miracles every day when I teach my students. 99% of my students are not Arabs. But when we say open surah and we read, alhamdulillah, they read. What does that mean? Why you? It's not your language. But you read it better. Some of you even best Qari in the world. Men and women, Malaysians, Indonesians, mashallah, Iranians, Pakistanis, this and that. That is the sign that it is from Allah. By the way, have you ever seen a competition, grand competition of reciting the Bible among the Christians? Have you ever?
No.
Why not? Next time, ask them, hey, in Malaysia we have Musabaqatul Quran al-Kareem al-Alamiyya, Antarabangsa. Don't do, even do Antarabangsa. Just do Antara harta, whatever. Now I'm losing my money. Only state of the Europeans, just Europe. They will not. Because they have changed the code. They can't even read it in the melody. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. They cannot. They do little in the church, but that's not. This church doesn't like the other church. This church doesn't agree with their church. For us, no matter who you are, from Africa, deep jungle, this is first time this Hafid is flying. They fly him. The way he is Quran, you cry. This boy is coming from the mountains of Afghanistan. He never went down. Even Kabul, he never saw Kabul. He knows his capital city is Kabul, but he never left the village. He memorized the Quran there, and mashallah, the Quran recitation, perfect. This boy from Kampong, I don't know where, the only place he saw was the lights of the main road. They bring him to Kuala Lumpur, wins. That is from Allah. Only the Quran. The Jews also don't have international or national competition of reciting the Torah. Yes, sister.
Did the Arabs during Muhammad's time try to come up with surah?
They tried, couldn't. They tried. They brought all the poets. Cannot. They say cannot. Even poets say this is not from human. Because they know Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they speak to him, he speaks in a different way. But when he reads Quran, it's different. Me, let's say, I'm speaking to you just now. You know my style of English. Imagine when I say, look, now it's not my English. And the English becomes suddenly Shakespearean. From Zoubirian to Shakespearean. Now you know Shakespeare is Shakespeare. Actually, you know that? British, your friends, they cannot say.
You know, there is a story that
Okay.
elephant, something like
They tried. Al-Fil. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْفِيلُ لَهُ خُرْطُومٌ طَوِيلٌ. Because you are not Arabs. You are not Arabs. That's why you are like, what is that? The elephant. And what makes you understand what is the elephant? It has a long trunk. Somebody tried. It's called Musaylim al-Kadhab. The liar. Musaylim the liar. So his people started laughing at him. And they said, stop. They told him that. Then he said, you follow me? He said, yes. They said, yes. We still follow you. Why? The liar of Mudar is better than the truthful of Quraysh. Look what they say. You are from Mudar, like us. You are one of us. We still follow you, although you are liar, because you are one of us. We don't follow the truthful, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he's from different tribes. So it is racism. Some people are with you not because they believe in you. It's because same kampong. Same race. Please understand that. The Jews are like that. The Jews are with each other no matter what. Didn't you see what Trump told them yesterday? Trump, I will send it to you. He said, you are going to vote for me. And I know you are brutal killers. You still vote for me. Because you need me. And I need you. We work together. He said it to them publicly. Many Jews got angry, but they have to vote for him because they know no one is better than him compared to the other candidates because the elections are coming. This guy is crazy, and Allah sometimes brings the truth on the tongues of crazy people. I will send you the video. Watch it. Just short. Oh, big problem. Uproar in America among the Jewish lobby. He told them, And I know you don't like, some of you don't like me here, but you get to vote for me. I like this, and they will vote for it. Because to the Jews, it's maslaha. And the maslaha of the Jewish race. Whoever helps them, they will. Yeah, but I think he crossed the, it's too much, they may do something to him. Like they did to Kennedy. Kennedy, do you know why he was killed?
No.
Okay. Kennedy was killed for 2 reasons. He said we must give them budget. Do you know CIA doesn't have budget? Unlimited budget. There is CIA, the Secret Intelligence Center. I know. MashaAllah, okay. Central Intelligence Agency. Second, so he wanted to limit their budget. Being president, he wants to say, you cannot take more than few billions, let's say. No, we can do anything we want. Second, he said that the Jews must leave Palestine. This is hidden from his up to the head. That's why. 2 things he touched, untouchable for any president. You cannot talk about these 2 things if you are president. You go with us, fine. You talk against it, you die. Now you know. Sure you look politician, yes. Like that. You think the Quran doesn't teach you everything? Quran teaches you everything. Politics, economics, physics, technology, everything. Just study the Quran. MashaAllah.
So he was not killed by the mafia?
No. He was killed by the Jews. And they killed him in Dallas, Texas. Do you know what does it mean, Dallas, Texas? No. Most presidents come from Texas. Do you know that? Look at Johnson, the Bushes. Yes, no, Clinton from different states. But most presidents so far come from Texas. Texas is, and that's the Bible Belt. And the Bible Belt is controlled by the Jews. The Bible Belt in America is controlled by the Zionists. Because they are Zionist Christians. They are not. There are 3 types of Zionists. There are the Jewish Zionists, there are Christian Zionists, and there are Arab Zionists. The danger is the Arab Zionists. They are leading us already. Ben Salman. Did you see yesterday the photo in Uhud? Non-Muslim tourist in Uhud. Without hijab. She didn't even put hijab. And a brother was filming them. Look, he said. Don't tell them anything. Police will come catch you, they will never find you. Go say, hey, you guys who are not supposed to be here. For example, Medina. Between Uhud and Medina. Then, if they are coming as Muslims or cover at least, they are now provoking the Muslims. Go do something. Manish. So that those who are still sleeping wake up. There are many Muslims, when you tell them this, they say, oh, you are exaggerating, brother. You're too much, you guys, too much. Until when the knife reaches your bone, you understand. I already told you when the knife was on your skin. I was telling you, look, someone is hurting you. You thought I was too much. Then the knife went, it passed already the skin. Now it's in the meat, you start feeling. But I told you a long time ago, no, until it goes through the bone, then too late. I told you this a long time ago. Because when Allah tells us in the Quran, and the Ustaz and Ulamas remind us, we think, oh, they're too much. They're not too much. You were sleeping too much. You know when you are enjoying the sleep, you really don't like the one who is waking you up? When you are really deep sleep and you are enjoying the sleep, whoever comes to wake you up, even your dear mother, you don't like it. Ma wants you to go to work or to school. Or many Muslims like that. When the Sheikh will start shaking them up, who is he, this guy? Who is he? Don't say, Yawm al-Qiyamah, oh Ya Allah, we know him. We know that Sheikh. He never told us. I don't want that. I'm so afraid. That's why I tell you what you like to hear and what you don't like to hear. It's your problem. Takbir. So if you, Arab pagans, Jews, Christians, are in doubt concerning that which we have sent down to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is the Quran, then bring a surah, just a surah, one surah, like it. And call your witnesses, supporters and helpers, even among the jinn, humans and jinn. Call them beside Allah, if you are truthful. Call them to help you. Go to your bomos and your jinn and say, give us close ayah like this, close surah. Because the Quran is kalamullah, the speech of God. It's not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when you read his hadith, Arabic wise, if you know little Arabic, you read the hadith and you read the Quran, the language is different. It's still same words, but the style is totally different. That is his speech, this is Allah's speech. It's amazing, amazing, sisters. Last ayah, brother Zayd. I look at you, but I say Zayd. I tricked you, huh? What's your name again? Amar.
But if you do not, and you will never be able to, then fear the fire, whose fuel is men and stones, prepared for the disbelievers.
Allahu Akbar. So beautiful ayah. Look at me, brothers and sisters. And if you do not do it, and you will not do it, look at the style. Did you say? I warn you, I say, look, if you cannot do this, and you will not do it anyways, you know, I'm being sarcastic now, you know what I mean? Then prepare yourself for hell. Meaning, if you're going to challenge Allah, because He told you only one surah, only one, and of your choice, you have Inna A'tainaka al-Kawthar or you have Al-Baqarah. Inna A'tainaka al-Kawthar, the shortest ayah, surah in the Quran, 3 ayahs. And Al-Baqarah, mashallah, 286. One ayah, one page. No. If you cannot do it, and you will not do it, meaning I'm sure that is very powerful when you talk to someone like that. You demoralize him. Then what? Prepare yourself for hell. Fear the fire, whose fuel is men and stones, prepared for the disbelievers. Jahannam is already prepared. This ayah, my sisters and brothers, I've seen in a documentary. I watched a video of National Geographic. What does it mean? The fuel is man and stone. This photographer sold his video to National Geographic. They paid him millions. You know, you guys can be millionaire, you just don't know. This one, film natural, anything. You go somewhere, film it. National Geographic is ready to take, like boiling stuff, something boiling from the earth, something coming out, plant, you catch it, I don't know. Especially here in Malaysia, you have some great plants, and film it and show it to them and say, but don't send it, just say I have some very good phenomenon to show you. And they tell you, okay, go to, let's say, our office in Kuala Lumpur. Let's say they have office. And don't send it to them, just show it to them. Ooh, they may say, okay, we are interested. Here is 1 million in India. So who's like you? 50-50, I give you the idea. There. Sheikh, I have 50% for you. Takbir. Listen. So, look what happened. He says, look, so he's filming a huge hole in a mountain. I didn't know what was it. Still, he doesn't want to say. Then he said, watch. He tell his friend to take a stone, rock, and throw it. The rock falls somewhere. Suddenly fire starts coming. It was a sleeping volcano. Oh. Then, so that stone fueled it. Allah throws stones and humans. The more He throws in Jahannam, the more Jahannam becomes Na'udhu billah. Subhanallah, in dunya we can see it. In dunya. Look for it on YouTube. Very scary. He throws the stone. It's like dormant. There is fire under, but it's like snow. But it's not snow. It's just it got. But that stone broke the surface, and it started. The more rocks you throw, the more is that. So humans start falling. The rocks. Allah says, "Beware of fire that I have prepared for you." It's fueled by the more humans Allah throws and the more rocks. Do you know what does it mean, human? Okay, we throw human and we throw more rocks on him. What happens to him? We throw somebody from second floor or third and we keep stoning him, throwing rocks. Without fire, what will happen? So how about? You want to go there? Yes, some people already want to go there. When they sold hidayah with misguidance. They sell marriage with zina. They sell halal income, even if it's little, with robbery and theft. They sell minum halal with liquor. They sell halal wife with zina, cheat on her. Na'udhu billah. Things like this. A lot of idiots do this. So it's not just rejecting Islam, it's also sinning. May Allah bless you and me.
Ameen.
Now, a few more questions. And Haji,
I
of course, I know you're waiting, that's why. Yalla.
have some observation.
Yes.
My colleague. During in the mosque, they never pray at one place.
Yes. This man doesn't pray in one place.
One place.
You observe him.
I observe
Very
him.
good.
For example, Tahiyatul Masjid, the Sunnah one place, and then Fardu, they move to another place. Any significance?
Yes, excellent. This man is following Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This brother, mashallah, may Allah bless him. Actually, only the Imam should have a fixed place in the masjid, no one else. You must change place. You see some of our elderly, they take that place and they think it's theirs. And if another brother comes and prays there, they're angry at him. Like, what are you doing here? Uncle, I don't know you bought this place. What's your title? What's your title for this place? Yeah.
The same what too?
Yeah, still. It's okay if I enter the masjid and I sit in one place. But no, every day, every salat. That's wrong. So you should not have a special place. Maybe that's you. I mean you.
The problem is, my Quran is at my place.
Yeah, then move your Quran.
So I got a choice.
No. We give you another Quran. Or the same Quran, we bring it to you. It's like this. No. This man, this friend of yours, this person you observe, is following the Sunnah of Rasulullah because Rasulullah said, every place you pray in it will witness for you Yawm al-Qiyamah. This man is very smart. He wants this place to speak and that place and this place and this place. That's why children pray everywhere. In your school, at least your school will say, Ya Rabbi, he prayed here. Your university, wherever you are. Wherever you are, there is nothing like a masjid. The masjid is the best place. For example, there is a surah in my university. That's where I pray. So Yawm al-Qiyamah, the university surah will speak. I prayed in Masjid Wilaya. I prayed in Mecca. I prayed in Algeria. I prayed in Morocco. I prayed in England. I prayed wherever you pray. And now a place move. My masjid, let's say this is my masjid where I pray most of the time. So sometimes you see me on the left, sometimes you see me on the right, sometimes you see me on the middle, like that. Even sunnah. Let's say I pray Dhuhr here. My sunnah, Ba'diyah, in another place. I just move 1 or 2 steps. Witr. Rasulullah ﷺ prayed the witr in different place. Even witr.
In the house?
In the house also. No. Okay. Let's say you prayed here. Dhuhr you prayed here. sunnah of God, try to change. At least one brother. That's why if you come to North Africa, you see a lot of people changing at Twitter. Like you come this way, I come this way. Because of that sunnah. And it's good. It's good to change the energy of the masjid or the energy of the place you are playing. Try to play in different places. Because every small place will witness for you Yawm al-Qiyamah. Like every place you sinned will speak against you Yawm al-Qiyamah. Children, if you hit a boy unnecessary in this classroom or in that kitchen or school, that will speak against you Yawm al-Qiyamah. Unless you ask Allah forgiveness. Yes, yes, my brother.
My family, I think a lot of other families, we are cat lovers. But
very good.
when our cats pass away,
Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
we feel very sad.
Of course.
The lack of member of the family. But my question is, in Akhirah, will you be able to meet your cats?
You meet them, but they will not be with you.
What do you mean?
So, okay, you meet them before Allah turns them to dust. They will turn to dust. You meet them, inshallah. I know you are cat lovers. I don't know you, but I know many of my students cat lovers, and they ask me this question. I said, when you will see Jannah, you will forget your cats. When you see hell, you forget your own wife. When you see Jahannam, who are you? You say to this woman near you. She said, me. We were together. I said, no, Jahannam. Jahannam, not easy when we see it. Then when we see the pleasure of Allah, we forget. Then Allah may give you something similar. Okay. I have good news for you. There is another opinion, which I also believe in. Because the man said, Ya Rasulullah, I love horses. Like you love cats. May I have a horse when I go to Jannah? I love horses. His love was in horses. And the love of horse is more than loving women. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Look at that now. Yeah, you better your husband love a horse than love another. You faham now? At least he's with horses. Takbir. At least you know he is training horses. If you don't know where he is, now they know. Now they accept that, what I said. Pay attention. So the man said, Ya Rasulullah, I love horses. Can I have a horse in Jannah? If I go to Jannah. Rasulullah said, yes. Allah will give you, particularly. He knew that man will go to Jannah. He was a good Muslim who did special things. A red horse, flying red horse, from a red ruby. Allah will create for him a flying horse which is red from a red ruby. So imagine your horse is red ruby and flies you, it flies you. He will love to jump on horses, that's his passion. And you haven't seen, you saw only horse riding, winning. No, you haven't seen sword, you haven't seen arrow, you didn't see sword, you didn't see gun on the horse. You want to see, come to Algeria. It's another culture, another beauty. So the man asked, so I think inshallah, if Allah is going to give this Sahabi a horse, why not you a cat? Why not? You love cats, Allah will give you cats. But the cats that Allah had, that all live, because Allah will say, all of you, whatever I created, will come back to me. So they will go themselves, the animals, all the animals we slaughter, the animals we kill, they will go to Allah Azza wa Jal, and then He will show you, look at them, they turn dust. Then the kafir says, I wish I was dust, meaning I wish I was animal. Now I'm going to hell. He knows he's going to hell. He says, I wish I was donkey, I was a cat, I was anything. Look, because they turn dust, no paradise, no hell. But is Allah going to give me in Jannah because I like? Yes. Because Allah says, وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا مَا تَشْتَهِي أَنفُسُهُمْ. They have whatever their nafs desire. So if you desire cat, Allah will give it.
will in the afterlife, will we be reunited with the people we love?
Yes.
People.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Even if they are in different Jannah. Whoever is higher will pull the other one. Let's say your father is higher than you and he loves you. He will pull you. He will ask Allah to promote you.
But then you stay there.
Yes, you live there. Inshallah. Allah is so merciful. Look, Allah is going to be more merciful. So merciful that Shaitan himself will hope, oh Allah, can you forgive me now? Not you, because I promised you.
I have no problem. The Prophet said that when you wear jubah, you must be above your
Ankle. Yes.
But those ready-made jubah I have almost 100% of my jubah is slightly longer. Is it?
So what to do?
You have to
Very
cut.
simple. Take them to the tailor.
Tailor.
Very simple. One, they cut it almost. And then you say minus, so they will measure.
3 inches.
You go next afternoon, another way.
Do it.
Very costly lah.
Not costly. That's I do. Costly. Not costly. 10 ringgit. 10 ringgit saja. 10 ringgit sahaja. 10 ringgit saja.
Kapul, tolong kapul.
And income 5 ringgit saja. Sunnah. It should be above the ankle. Did you see mine? Here.
Yeah.
See mine? So that just have an idea. It doesn't have to be close to your knees. No, here. See? This one. This one is longer. Needs to be a little bit. Do you see this?
What's the shortest? What is
Here.
In between the ankle and the knee.
The knee and the here.
Yeah. Yes. The sunnah is that. No, it's not short.
Above the ankle, I said. No, like this. This. Don't follow trouser, follow this. This one. Jubba. That's it.
2 inches above.
What do you mean too short? This is too short.
No, it's not.
This is too short. Especially if he doesn't wear trouser.
It is a clear sunnah. There's a clear hadith. It is a clear hadith.
It's not the same, but it's not sunnah alhamdulillah.
No, it's an instruction. It's an instruction.
Wajib. Muslims cannot have their clothes below their ankle, the Prophet said.
It's an instruction.
At least, he's testing you. Just do it. Don't say, what's the reason? Rasulullah ﷺ told us, a Muslim should raise his clothes above his ankle. Muslim man, women no. So our ankle always be seen. That's what it means. The man's ankle always be seen. Now you cover it with socks, no problem. Yeah. Trousers also.
Yes.
Trousers a little bit higher. For men. Otherwise they will work for Bandaraya. Start cleaning there. So some men, you see their trousers touching the floor, ugly, dirty, could be najis. A dog peed there, or I don't know what. And this boy is cleaning. They don't even pay you. Ask the TVKL. Pay me, I clean the street for you. Should be above the ankle. Good question. Last question,
Sure.
before I have to go.
Most of the companies in Malaysia, they have this Christmas dinner. So the youths, when they start working,
They invite them.
and they invite them to go for the
Don't
dinner.
go. I said don't do anything with Christmas. Dinner, food, gift. Just say no. Thank you.
How about the schools in Tadika? They have to wear like Halloween function.
Very wrong. Very good. Do not wear. You know what I will wear, my children? A turban of Osama bin Laden. I'm scared. Okay, I will scare you. This right? Gun. Like a Mexican, you know? And and turban and black eyes for my son and send him. That's his costume. You have Halloween costume, this is. You keep calling us terrorists, I terrorize you. Very simple. Alas. Costume. That's what I will do. Actually, your children are not supposed to study with these kids. Sisters, brothers, don't put your kids in Christian schools. Wallah is dangerous. I swear by Allah, what they are teaching them is very wrong. There will be problems in their life when they grow up. There will be. Put your kids in good schools, in Islamic schools. Maybe the level of education is not that high, but at least we know that they will observe the salah, they observe. It's not Jannah. Many Islamic schools have problems. I know that. My wife is teacher, and she tells me that there are problems in our schools, although they are Islamic. But go compare them to secular schools, very few. Very few. At least your kids know how to read Quran, know the Hadith, know the Surah. Alhamdulillah. And to Allah, Ya Rabbi, I tried my best. I put my kids in Islamic schools. You didn't even put them in Islamic schools. Well, I'm talking when they are too small. When they are already 15 and up, just ask Allah to guide them. Not much you can do. 7 up. 7 up. Yes. And put your children like you did now, mashallah. You brought them with you on Saturday. Very few parents do this. Now they're learning. Whatever you are learning, they're learning. So tomorrow when you speak to them, you make sense. But you send him to Christian school, telling him you are free to do anything you want. Jesus died for you. And your father and your father is telling you this. Of course you don't like what your father and mother is telling. But the others, they let you do whatever you want. Same language, same listening, same material, very important. That's why Usra, the whole Usra, family, all together, same page. Sister Nori.
Sheikh, now a new thing in school is they have proms, which are
Another problem.
socializing problems. I mean, would it be wrong to just say, do not allow our kids to go, to not let our kids go to this
Yes, to the prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's your duty to look, children, learn something. You see, at this age, and with all, mashallah, whatever Allah bestowed upon me, if my father is still alive, whatever he tells me, I do. Only one thing I will not do. If he says, come and share. That's the only thing I will nicely disagree with him, but I will never answer him back. Chill. If he says, do this, I will do. The only thing I will not do is he ask me to disobey Allah. Shirk, drink alcohol, haram. And still I say that, I'm sorry, I cannot do that. With respect. You need to know you are the ownership of your father and mother. And wallahi al-azim, you make your father or mother sad or angry, you will never see paradise. You will not even see it. Rasulullah said you will not even smell it. And you can smell it 500 years before you reach. Meaning, before we enter Jannah, 500 years before we reach, still we can smell it. So Allah, disobeying parents is a major sin. Making your father upset, making your mother sad, let alone if one of them cries, especially the mother. You should be very careful. You will never go to Jannah. You have to be very considerate to your parents. So, and parents have the right to tell you no. And I blame some of you parents. You never taught your children no first. If you taught them no, the day you say yes, they'll be very happy to get what they want. Most of that, can I do this? No. Can I go this? No. There should be the answer. Later on, when you start letting them do things, they appreciate it because they already had the immunization. Vitamin N entered their mind. My father will always say no. I know. Then you'll be surprised. He said yes. Oh, yeah. You understand? Yes. And you, mothers and fathers, wait. Ma, can we do this? Wait. Let's talk to your father first. Father also. Because sometimes they come to the father. Sometimes they go to the mother. They play the tricks. I will think about it and let you know. Think about it means I consult my wife. Who's your mother? Not one say yes, the other one say no. Oh, that's the worst thing. Huh? So there should be an agreement. If the kids ask something, oh, Ma already said yes. But why she said yes? Maybe she was under so much pressure. Later, wait. Then, the kids, when they have children, they will understand what I'm saying now. Maybe now they say, oh, Sheikh, please, why are you saying this? When you have kids, you understand. I don't blame you, you don't have children yet. But try to understand. Parents, it's their duty to stop their children from sinning, including prom. Any sin. Okay, it's not prom, but it's this friend of my son is a bad friend. I've seen him, I know him, or I have some information about him. And he wants to go with him. The duty of the father and mother to say no. You will not go with him. And if you step out of the house, you will not come back. And please, grandparents shouldn't interfere. There is no veto or Haji Johari. I mean you. And your first lady. Takbir. No, serious. Sometimes the grandparents, because they love everybody, they want peace. They say, should say like this. What did your father say? Grandpa, my father is, okay, what did he say? Why? I talked to him. Maybe you are right. Maybe Haji Johari is right. Tell his son or daughter. So it comes with what you call convincing. Not like, don't worry, I'm here. I am the boss. No, it's not like that. You are teaching the children not to respect their father or mother. Yeah. And sometimes you do the opposite. You see the son and the daughter spoiling the kids. You as grandpa, here you interfere, you say no. Here you say no. So you are like brakes. You are not the engine, you are the brakes. This is very important, what I'm saying. A lot of grandparents sometimes, out of their love to everybody and sincerity, but wrong. Do not interfere. You two ladies, you see your husband scolding the son or the daughter. Don't come as a free lawyer. Don't come between. Later on. Say maybe you were harsh on the boy. I think you were. Because you are not husband, you are a mother, wife. So the way you think is different than a father. And there is no man who doesn't love his kids. Please understand this. Every father loves his children. Being harsh on them is his way of making them men and making them women. Because do you know what's the worst thing? A man goes out and people start talking in his honor. If you have honor, you will look, if you don't kill yourself, na'udhu billah, you migrate. No one knows even when you are now. When people start talking about his honor, he will just disappear from this earth. Go, I don't know where, live. Alaska with the Eskimo. Very dangerous. Don't ever touch the pride of a man. Man, the only thing he has now is his dignity. The moment you touch a man's dignity, that's it. So, I warn you, my brothers and sisters, prom, very good point sister brought. There is no prom in Islam. Prom is form of zina. Because Allah said, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Don't come near zina. Allah didn't say don't make zina only. He said don't come. So when I take your daughter with me and go, with you allowing me, okay guys, have fun, but you know.
What is you know?
You know. What is you know? Rasulullah said, any male or female, even married. I am married, you are married. I am married, you are not married. She is married, I'm not married. The third is shaitan. So it's not you, sister, that I mistrust. It's not you, brother, I mistrust. Maybe you're from a very good family. Maybe you are ustaz, ustaza, mashallah. But is shaitan ustaz? Yeah, the ustaz in deceiving you. That's where the problem is. It's not you, nor him or her. It's the third one. So prom. So I went prom. Go out. Go out and she's wearing nice and I'm wearing nice. What does that mean? Hi, how are you? I like you. You like me. We are happy family. Family. Takbir. Then shaitan start, yes, we can have family. Haram. And remember, whatever you do to girls, it will be done to your sisters or to your daughters in the future. Remember that. Oh, I don't have sister, Sheikh. I'm okay. One day, you get married, somebody will try to harm your wife. Or Allah gives you children, daughters or granddaughters, and someone will do the same to them. It's true. In dunya. And it has happened. This man, last story I say, I have to go. His boy, his son, he sent his son to study overseas. So then he came. When he came, after holiday, the sister, somebody rang the door to deliver something. The girl went to get, actually it's not the girls who should go to the door. Do you know that?
Yes.
Real man, boy, he goes. I'm the man of the family. Ammar goes out to face, not his sister. Can you go? Why? Because Ammar is playing his favorite game. Ammar will stop his favorite game, go like a man. So this man, deliverer, kissed the girl on her cheek and ran. She went inside. Dad, this crazy man did this. She's so innocent. Father was a wise man. He called his son. Now, what did you do? Dad, what do you mean? What have you done during your journey? Did you ever do this or this? He said, Dad, fear Allah, I did. He squeezed him, he admitted. I kissed the girl and ran away. He said, now I know why your sister was kissed. Wallahi, if you did more, bad things would have happened to your own sister. So you watch what you have done to people and what will you do? Because what goes around
comes around.
What goes around
comes around.
I like to hear it from you. What goes around
Comes around.
Thank you very much. No problem in Islam. In Islam we have this, look. The boy wants to marry, the girl accepts, bukus them, send them to their home. Habis. This is Islam. No, I need to know her, she needs to know me, she's growing up, she's 16, she's 17. She's 17 or 17. There is no problem in Islam. May Allah bless you. Tutup that door. Close it for your kids. And it's your duty to protect your children. Ya Allah, protect our kids wherever they might be. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Allah, bless this house. Bless our brother Emery. Sister Nohin, inshallah. Haji Juhari, my dear mother, who is very sabar, takbir. All of Hadirin and Hadirat, especially our elderly mother, the mother of brother Hifani, Hajja, all my sisters here. May Allah grant you what you want.
Ameen.
Of good. Brothers, same thing. Anyone who is looking for halal job, may Allah grant it for him or her. The youth, may Allah make them A+ student kids.
Ameen.
In the deen first.
Ameen.
And in the education second.
Ameen.
Those who are studying and about to go to higher education, may Allah make it easy for them.
Ameen.
Ameen, Ya Rab. Ya Rab, those who are facing immigration issues, may you make it easy for them.
Ameen.
And sisters who are sick, may you, Ya Rabbil Alameen, give them shifa.
Ameen.
Brothers as well. Ya Allah, forgive our parents, forgive our teachers, our ulama who taught us, and our students who love us for your sake, and we love them for your sake. Ameen. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. As-salam.